we informed you earlier on, we are still on the streets to inquire from our people. So we just met this gentleman here. So we want to inquire from him if he has some little knowledge on how to manage some of the medical conditions. So bro, this is Scholar Media House and I'm Brad Scholar. Please, can I know your name?
I'm Mohammed Hadi from Damango here.
Okay, so we just heard him right. He's called Mohammed. So today, um, this is Scholar Media House, and our media house, what to do is that we take our time to educate our subscribers how to manage some minor medical conditions on their own. And then we also take our time to teach them how to give first aid treatment in case somebody is in need of medical assistance. So today we are on the street to ask people what they normally do when they are sick, what they normally do before they go to the hospital. And then ways it means they get some of the medical conditions or some sicknesses and how to prevent them. So our question is going to be on malaria. So before we start, have you heard of malaria before?
Yes, please. I've heard of malaria before. And what we understand about malaria or what we have been hearing, though we have been seeing people being affected in different infections or viruses, but this malaria is caused by an infected mosquito. So this mosquito, if it is infected and it sting and sting on a human being, it pushes all the poisonous substances into the human's body, which will make this person to, in a time 3 to 4 days, the person will fail on what? Experiencing some of the symptoms of malaria. And these symptoms can be like the person may be vomiting, he may have severe like headache. Some will be the temperature will be high, like the body will be heat, and then you'll be feeling some heatness. So at this age, then you the one in the house or the mother, you know, we people have been going around educating people on med like conditions about this. How if you have a child in the house and you have been infected of this malaria sickness, how do you manage the person before the person or she or he have been will be taken to the hospital? Now, when the body is hot, though in the hospital if you go, maybe they may say like tepid sponge, and some may hear it before. Just to reduce the severe hotness of the body, you can put this by giving the child a first aid by putting a tepid sponge to make the body like mild or cool before he or she is rushed to the hospital. And someone may say, how? Then let me go and get my child a paracetamol because the body is too hot. This vomiting, no, this vomiting you can't even stop it in the house. You have to rush this person quickly to the hospital. Do not wait for this. It will get to 4 to 5 days. Then you see that the baby or the child is now weak to an extent that you don't even know how to do. Then you start saying, oh, let me send this child to the hospital. So in other way to prevent all these kind of sicknesses, malaria, they have been going in communities giving mosquito nets, which you and your baby or child will lie inside to prevent these kind of infected mosquitoes that will come and give you this kind of headache, because it is headache in your house. If your child will not sleep, the mother will not also sleep. So we treat each and everybody like in our houses, that stagnant water bodies. We need to make sure that our environment is well clean, because mosquito breed in stagnant water bodies. And the environment, if your compound is bushy, you need to clear, make sure that all your surrounding is neat in order to prevent you from these affected sicknesses.
Thank you very much. You've said a lot. Viewers, you can see that he said a lot, like everything you need to know. I think this video is very educative. So please, I will entreat that as you are watching, you click on the subscribe button so that you can subscribe. Make sure you subscribe so that you won't miss anything. You see, we've not started, but through this street quiz that we are doing, we've started lining a lot of things. So that tells us that on the 20, from 24th of September, we have a lot of things for you. So please, you said something like therapy sponging. Please, aside therapy sponging, is it advisable for somebody to take any medicine whenever they are sick, or they can just do something?
No, as even if an educated person, if you have a child in the house and the child is sick, does not mean you should just go to the nearby pharmacy or drugstore to get a drug for your child. No, what you need is to go to the nearby hospital so that the doctor will check the baby well and prescribe the appropriate drugs for you to go and buy for the child or the children in the house. Yes.
Okay, okay. It means that self-medication is not advisable.
It's not advisable. Self medication is not advisable. We should
Okay,
avoid that.
that's good. So you heard him right. Self-medication is not advisable. You don't have this license, the certificate that it take to tell that this person need to take this medicine. So when you are suffering from malaria, the best thing you have to do is that when the fever is high, you do what you call therapy sponging. So can you please throw more light on the therapy sponging? Maybe somebody who is not into health, a layman will not understand what is called therapy sponging. So how is it done?
Simple sponging is like, though people at first we have been hearing or I ever seen a woman will say, "Oh, my child body is too hot. Let me get cold water and bath the person." No, though they bath, someone there when he is to start, he will start with the head, which is not advisable. So tapping sponge, you get this your towel because you are in the house. Maybe you will not get enough towels to use. You get these towels like maximum like if you get 6 towels, soak the towel in water, lukewarm water. You understand?
So maybe if the person is not having towels, can the person just bath cold water and maybe
Yes, if you do not have towels to use, the cold water, it shouldn't be too cold, but it should look like lukewarm water. So if you are to start, don't start from the head. So at least the baby you can start from the down up to the top, then she or he will be fine. Or the how the temperature was, it will make the temperature cool down before you rush into the hospital.
um I'm sure you are enjoying the whole show. So you heard everything that he said. When you are having malaria and your body become hot, you are having a high body temperature, the best thing you have to do is what? You do what you call therapy sponding. So I asked him to throw more light on the therapy sponding or elaborate what the therapy sponding is. So and he said you have to do what? Get towel. So I asked him again in case somebody is not having towel. But he said the water you are to bath shouldn't be all that cold and it shouldn't be all that warm. It means that let me say it's in the middle. Then you bath, you clean your body, then you move to the hospital. At that point in time, the temperature will reduce. It won't become normal, but it won't be like the way it used to be. So I think you've learned something from this gentleman here. So please, what do you have for people watching, and what do you tell them?
Oh, I'll encourage each and everyone who has the opportunity to watch this thing should also try his possible best and share with others. Yes, it will help we the community members in such a way that if you hear someone talking of malaria and you hear that someone ever said, "Oh, if for you to prevent yourself from getting this kind of infected, you need to clean your environment." If you share to a colleague, you will also benefit from what you have also seen.
Thank you very much. You heard him right. It means that if you have ideas on malaria, if you have a lot of ways and means to prevent and treat malaria, there is no need for you to, like you. It's hardly before you acquire malaria, and whenever it comes, you know how to treat it or the first thing to do before you go to hospital. Without doing like without like if you don't have any idea, sometimes before you get to the hospital, things may be worse. So it is best you subscribe to the channel and stay tuned. We thank you very much for being with us today. Your last comment so that we go.
Oh, my live comment is I really appreciate the good work you people have been doing. You try your best and keep it hard. It will help the nation as well in Ghana. So I entreat each and everyone should also get up and support so that we share, we go viral too, where so that everybody can reach us wherever you are.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So,
Thank you very much.
we are still on the streets. We just came to a shop. You can see there's a whole lot of materials here. So Ajia is right here with us. We want to interview her to see if she also have something for us. So I want to remind you again that on the 24th of this month, we'll be starting officially. We'll take you through all the medical conditions you need to know, how to treat them, how to prevent them, the causes of any medical condition that we'll talk about. So this is Scholar Media House. Please, Ajia, please, what's your name?
Suleimana Barkisu.
So she's called Sulemana Barakisu. So please, Ajia, this is Scholar Media House, and what we do here is that like we want to take our time to teach our subscribers how to manage some minor medical conditions on their own. So we'll be starting from 24th of this month. So it's not only that, we also teach our subscribers how to give first aid treatment. So today we thought of it that we can just come to the street and ask our people if they know how to um, treat some of the medical conditions. So we've taken diarrhea, typhoid, and then malaria. These are the areas we are asking our people on. Like these are the conditions we want to question our people on. So please, Ajia, please have you heard of malaria before?
Yes.
So, what can you tell us about malaria? What are the symptoms of malaria?
Like malaria is worrying us too much. If you want to, if the place is not clean, it can cause malaria. If you are not taking care of yourself well, malaria can attack you. When you don't eat nice food, malaria can attack you. Because when you are not strong, small thing you can get sickness. Ehen. When you eat nice food, you can't be sick. But the food that you are eating, the food is not having protein, it can cause a lot of sickness to you.
Ah, Charlie. So, I'm sure you are enjoying the video already. You heard what I just said. Ajia Barikisu. She's saying that when your surrounding is not clean, you have bushy areas that need to be cleared and you've not cleared them. You have dirty gutters that mosquitoes can breathe in. You have your environment is not clean, but it is likely that you can get malaria. And she mentioned something that I really like. Said you have to good health, like you need to get nutritious foods that are healthy, foods that can boost your immune system to fight against diseases, especially malaria. You see, are you learning something? Like you see, the video is interesting. Ajia is really teaching us today. So if you are out there, you have to eat something good so that your immune system can be boosted. So Ajia, if somebody is having malaria, assuming you're having malaria, your son is having malaria, your grandson or your grand yeah is having malaria, what will tell you that from what I'm seeing, this person may be suffering from malaria?
When you see the body is coming hot and she likes lying on the floor, and sometimes you see she's not active, you feel that is malaria. Or when she's vomiting, you see that.
So you heard her. So some of the symptoms of malaria she mentioned, body weakness, vomiting, and then high body temperature, which is a fever. So it's exceptional. It's correct. These are the basic symptoms of malaria. So Ajia, you've all that you said are very correct, and we really like having the conversation with you. We are enjoying the conversation. So please, in case somebody is having malaria in the house, what can you do to help the person before you send him or her to the hospital?
Like what you can do, you send her to the drugstore first so that they will check her and give her medicine. And you come and give her. If they still is not coming down, you send her to the hospital.
So, you personally, you an individual in the house who is not a pharmacist, you are not a nurse, you are not a doctor. What can you do to help the person a little bit? What help can you give to the person? Like, what can you do just to help the person a bit?
Like if you have a kakadro, you can pound it or you grind it and sex her. or you put it inside a tea for her to take, or you can get bitter leaves and mash it and put hot water. You put the leaves small, put water and give her to take before you send her to the drugstore.
Um, what you said is also right, but Adia, please, the best thing for you to do is that when a person is having malaria, you see the temperature will be very, very hot. Uh-huh. So what you have to do is that you have to look for water that is not cool, that is not also hot. It should be in the middle. Then you bath the person. When you bath the person, you allow the person to cover his or herself with with maybe any cloth or something. And then as the person is vomiting day in, day out, some maybe going to toilet and all that. So the person is vomiting. The person may be losing a lot of water in the system. So what you have to do is that after allowing him or her taking his or her bath, then you cover the person with some clothes just to and then what you do also is that like you give the person more fluid to eat. It could be water, more fluid to take to drink. Like you can allow him or her to take ORS. You can be giving the person ORS. If the person can eat, fine. But sometimes if somebody is vomiting, eating becomes a problem. So you can actually encourage the person to take more water. So the only medicine maybe you can give the person should be ORS. This ORS is to replace the fluid that he or she has vomited out. So the two things you have to do is that you allow the person to bath. The bathing shouldn't be too much, like the water shouldn't be too much hot and it shouldn't be too much cool. It should be in the middle like that. After bathing, you cover the person with maybe some clothes, and then you encourage the person to take in more water. If the person is vomiting, even if he vomit, like he or she vomit, encourage him or her to take. Even if he vomit, a little bit will remain there, and it will help him or her. So Adia, how do you prevent malaria in your area?
To present it in that area, to be cleaning the place and cover yourself, clean your room so that you'll be sleeping inside the mosquito net.
So you heard what Adia is saying. You have to clean your environment. Make sure your environment is clean. Cover all containers that contains water so that mosquitoes don't breed in it. Clean all your gutters. Any place that is bushy, you clear all those areas. And then don't be outside for long. Even if you be outside, you have to wear something to cover your place so that mosquitoes will not bite you. And then you sleep under a well treated mosquito net. That's I think when you do these things, it is very difficult to get malaria. So Adia, please, what do you have for the people watching us today?
I'm greeting them. Thank you for asking us this question. You are welcome.
Um, please, what do you have for the people who have not subscribed, who have not watched our program? What do you have for the people? What can you tell the people about us?
Those that they are watching us, uh, they are happy. And thank you for them.
So, Adia, here comes to our conversation with you. We thank you very much for giving us your time. Thank you very much for stopping whatever you are doing and talking to us. So, your last words, then we go.
Last word.
Yeah, anything at all that you have for us, anything at all that you have for my people watching.
Okay, I'm greeting them. Those that they are watching, I'm greeting them. They should give us good ideas so that we will take care of ourselves well, so that we won't be sick. Mm.
All right, so viewers, so that I'm sure you are actually learning something from Agia. Like she said a whole lot of things, and if you are jotting them one by one, you see that this video is very, very, very educative. In fact, the people on the street they know a lot of things. So Charlie, we'll do more of these videos to help you. And I'm reminding you again that from the 24th of September, we'll start everything officially, where we'll take our time to tell you if you pick malaria, we'll tell you how somebody gets malaria. We'll teach you a lot of things about the malaria, the preventions, the causes, the treatment, and everything. So please try as much as possible to subscribe to the channel if you've not subscribed, like our videos, share them, and then it can only motivate us if you do this. We can only come out and do videos like this if you do this for us. So here comes to the end of the whole meeting, the whole street quiz today. Thank you very much for watching us. We really love you all. Please subscribe, comment, share, share. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching. May the God bless you all. Bye bye. I do them. Bye bye.